This is the Recycling Scrap Metal Commodities and Economic Report, October 14th, 2024. U.S. weekly raw steel production fell to 1.61 million tons, down 2.4% from last year and down 1.7% year-to-date on continued slow manufacturing. But lower interest rates, the U.S. infrastructure bill, the CHIPS Act for massive semiconductor manufacturing, and AI data center investments are all kicking in. WTI crude oil price fell to $75.56 a barrel, which is high, but the price of 2006, 18 years ago. It's high because of major instability in the Middle East, but record U.S. crude oil production is keeping prices in check. Gasoline is under $3 a gallon in parts of the U.S. U.S. crude oil production rose to 13.4 million barrels per day, a new all-time high in American history. That's 44% higher than Saudi Arabia. Great U.S. technology is keeping drilling costs low as U.S. oil companies are taking global oil market share from OPEC and Russia. The U.S. weekly oil rig count rose to 481, well off 2014-1609 high. But the U.S. is producing a record 60% more oil than 2014 on 30% of the rigs. This hurts drilling and pipeline jobs, but it's great for the economy and productivity. Scrap steel number one HMS price rose to about $325 a gross ton, but may have been sideways in the Midwest. This was on slow U.S. manufacturing, but good scrap metal exports. Hot rolled coil steel price fell to $34.33 per hundredweight, which is $687 a ton on continued slow U.S. manufacturing. Copper price fell to $4.49 a pound, but still high based on Chinese government stimulus expectations. Aluminum price fell to $1.20 a pound, which is $26.38 a metric ton on the same high Chinese government stimulus expectations. U.S. September CPI consumer inflation fell to 2.4%, the lowest in about 3.5 years. People are still mad about higher prices, which are real, but many to most are getting record salaries, have record home equity, and have record 401ks. U.S. September producer prices, as in wholesale prices, fell to just 1.8% increase versus last year. Prices are high, but inflation is clearly down. U.S. October U of M Consumer Sentiment Survey fell to 68.9 from September's 5-month high. Current and future expectations fell, but future business expectations hit a 6-month high. There remains the frustration over the high prices despite record salaries and record 401ks. U.S. September NFIB Small Business Optimism Index increased to 91.2, but remains below the 50-year average. The Uncertainty Subindex rose to the highest ever. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average rose 511 points to 42,864, a new record high. This was on good bank earnings and mixed good and bad inflation. The record 401ks we talked about and record stock holdings are a positive for the economy. Roll-off trailers for sale that are short but heavy haul. The Super Mini Long Triaxle is a short 34 feet but 80,000 GVW and can carry 20 plus tons. It has the same major components as our 7 and 8 axle 154,000 GVW trailers. The same axles, cable, rollers, hydraulics, shifts, and more. Call Ben Lee for a quote at 734-722-8100. This report by Greg Brown is brought to you by Ben Lee Roll-Off Trailers, Gondola Trailers, Crush Car Trailers, Lugger Trucks, Roll-Off Trailer Parts, and of course, Roll-Off Truck Parts for Galbraith, Galfab, American, Dragon, G&H, and more. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.